Hello again, and welcome back to another Mercy Critique video. This time, I'm not critiquing my own gameplay. Instead, one of my friends sent me a video of his own Mercy gameplay. He's currently stuck in gold and would like to advance, so my goal is to see how I can help him do that. So, let's get into it. Alright, to be honest with you, I'm gonna skip the first round of this game. You guys kind of just captured the point right off the bat, and there wasn't really a chance to see any mistakes being made, so let's just skip past that and go right to your defense. There's a shield here, and you're standing here. And there's no enemies here to attack you yet, but there very well could be a Hanzo, and it just takes, a millisecond for him to take your life. Here is even worse. You're now in view of both sides of their spawn right here, and that's really rough for you. You should be using Reinhardt's shield and these pillars over here to your right as cover. You can also jump back down behind this and use that for cover, but you don't need to be out in the open where you are right now. Should be damage boosting the Pharah right now. You are healing full health enemies. It's a hard habit to break, but using that damage boost as much as possible is going to help you and your team a lot. You should communicate with your team to get them out of here. This is really bad positioning. A bit of a risky res, but it worked out. No one punished you for that. Ended up being a good res. But always clock your teammates for overextending. And just tell them, hey guys, get back. We don't need to be up that far. You're their healer, so you know when they're risking themselves too much, and you need to tell them that. Tell them you can't heal them from there. Get back to the point. Get back to your defense. Ooh. Alright, she was not paying attention to you or her surroundings, so it worked out fine. However, you kind of abandoned the Pharah after you rezzed her. She instantly died. No. Your team really has nothing to go after that Pharah. I mean, to some extent, the Pharah can do it. Or, sorry, your team has nothing to go after that Widow. Okay, this is a big no-no here. You need a bunch of hits to kill her. She needs one to kill you, and she has the advantage of being on the high ground. Only pull out your blaster if you need to defend yourself, or if you're in a really good position to take somebody out. Like, for example, you're in Guardian Angel, and you can go up and kill that Widow when your team is healed. That's totally fine. This is not good gameplay right here. Your Zarya is dying and you're taking out your blaster to shoot at the Widow. You guys are also really split up. I mean, that's not your fault, but okay, let's talk about that res real quick. So, this point is lost. You have no DPS there. Your other tank is dead. Your other support is dead. It's just you and Reinhardt. The best thing you could have done was just give it up and let your team regroup. They're going to kill you and get more ult charge. And when they push point B, they might just ult you out of oblivion and take the point right away. I mean, you have to be aware of when your reses are high value and when you're just staggering your team. If a point is already likely lost, then resurrecting somebody is not going to help. Widow's still shooting at your back. See, now that Reinhardt is staggered and the point's still lost. Just a quick little tidbit. Yes, you pulled out the pistol to finish off the Reinhardt, and I get that. But you could have just damage boosted one of your allies to do it, and that would have been a much more effective approach to that. You guys did not lose that because of your lever. You guys lost that because of bad positioning and an inability to take out the Widow in an appropriate way. I mean, your Pharah was flying directly into her sights, and you were as well. You just did not get punished for it. Alright, here we go. You should be telling your team to get back to their defense. You guys all kind of chased one Reinhardt. Why didn't you heal that Reaper? Okay. You guys have... You're reaching... Okay. Communicate that that Widow is there. No, don't go for that res. You should be... Okay, there you were punished for bad positioning. If you had been standing over here and used the cover of the staircase, you probably would have survived that and been able to help out your Mei. But really, this whole push had a lot to do with the fact that you guys have 2 off tanks. There's no real defense, especially against a Widowmaker. She just has free range to pick you guys off. Pulling out your pistol and shooting out there like that is good to help you get that ult charge. I mean, you already almost have it, so you just wanted to tip it a little bit to get it. That's fine. However, in this case, they have a Widowmaker, so that was really risky. Like I said before, Widow only needs 1 good shot. You need a lot more than that. And you probably would have gotten your ult in time anyway. So just really be careful about using your blaster, especially against a Widow. Now you've positioned yourself in her line of sight over there. Stay out of that middle alley on Anubis at all times. You don't need to ever be out there, and tell your team to get back. The biggest problem that I've noticed with like gold games, and that I remember from like when I was still in gold, you can make mistakes and not get punished for them. Like, you're making a lot of mistakes and your team's not getting punished for them, so they think that doing that is okay. But that's what's going to stop you from being able to get out of the rank that you're in, is not being punished for your mistakes because you're not realizing that they're mistakes. Nice wall. Damage booster. She's full health. There you go. You can also damage boost the D.Va. Okay, that was... You were in that ult, but Reaper body blocked you. That was real lucky. But you can damage boost baby D.Va when she is ulting. I mean, the D.Va mech doesn't really need it, but if you have nothing else to do in that moment, then it doesn't hurt to damage boost her. No, never do this. This is a bronze kind of bronze kind of trick. This is what you see with bronze mercies and bronze DPS that try to shoot a Widow down from up there. It's just not helpful and puts you at huge risk. You got punished for positioning right there, and you know that. Good coalescence, except she's using her coalescence when there are teammates behind her that need health. What the hell, Moira? Also, just a quick note, I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but if you have a D.Va on your team and she gets demeched, it helps her get her mech back faster if you damage boost Baby Diva while she shoots, because Baby Diva gets her mech back fast by shooting at the enemy, and if she's doing more damage from your beam, she's going to get it back faster. So damage boosting Baby Diva is a great idea. And it looks like you guys are going to hold this. Alright, awesome. Now, let's get to the attack. You just went in range of Reinhardt's hammer. Could have been an easy death sentence there. There is a Bastion shooting at you guys. You should be in cover at all times. You don't need to be on the point. Your allies do. I mean, of course, there was no one there. And now they're pushing without you. Just leave her. Oh, man. Okay. Wow. Res that diva. Nice not abandoning her. Don't ever freshly abandon the people that you res. Okay, Junkrat. Oh, he did manage to get a pick. You should heal that Pharah in her ult. A lot of people say damage boost Pharah in her ult. However, Pharah is hugely at risk in her ult. If the enemy team has a McCree or Soldier, they're going to take Pharah right down easily. So I always heal Pharah when she's in her ult and preemptively heal it, or I'll quickly alternate between healing and damage boosting, because otherwise the Pharah is at risk, and losing Pharah, especially in her ult, is not great. Your team should have waited for you. That's not your fault, but you can communicate to them to wait for you. I would damage boost that diva instead of healing her in that moment, because the quicker you guys kill Reinhardt, the better. If you damage boost her there, she kills the Rein faster, and then you'll still be able to heal her afterwards. Alright, so not a terrible job by your team. You guys could have won this a lot easier, but not bad stats. This is about average healing. A little bit under average for a game with 4 rounds. Your damage amplified should be over 1,000. With a game with 4 rounds, you should have about 2,000 damage amplified. But 7 deaths and 7 resurrections. This is a little high on deaths, meaning you're being punished for bad positioning. 7 players resurrected. That's pretty okay. I always aim to have more resurrections than deaths, and always try to keep my deaths under 5. You can't always do that. Sometimes it's out of your control, no matter how good your positioning is. But keeping your deaths below your resurrections is a pretty good benchmark to have. But overall, not a bad game. You're making some pretty amateur-y mistakes. You have good game sense. All I can recommend to you is focus more on your positioning by using the map for cover always, and communicate to your teammates things like what enemy ults they might have, what changes they make, what ults you guys have, and what combos can be made. I think that you have some areas that you can improve in, but I think that you can get out of gold with just a little bit of help. And I hope that I've been able to provide that to you today. If you want to advance in rank, I mean, the most important thing is having teammates that you know you can count on, and knowing how to support those teammates is key. But thanks for sending this in. I hope that I've helped you out, and good luck with the rest of Season 11. I'll see you guys in the next video.